refractory passcode was.
Oh, I thought Haiden Deegan had all the good lines. I thought he had all the good lines, but no, he's back in the pits. I thought you had all the good lines, but you just got U-turned.
Nah, he's seen red on the map, so now we're trying to find a sneaky line.
Oh, so you're still trying to find good lines?
Yeah.
This is what we talked about at High Point, the master of the good
You
lines.
ain't finding no good line at Southwick, brother.
You found better lines.
Better lines.
And that was the worst one of all.
Yeah.
All right, get out of here, boys. The Deegans done plenty of media this week. They were even on ESPN Sports Center. It was kind of cool to bring back the X Games vibes. They brought Brian on to ESPN, and I'm like, how did they pitch this? Oh yeah, he used to be a star on ESPN. This is the Weege Show, brought to you by motosport.com. Check out the Ultimate Ride Sweepstakes. This is your chance to win a Yamaha YZ450F and other great weekly prizes. So scan that QR code that I'm putting on the screen right now and try to win one of these bikes for free. Just try to find tracks that are a little bit smoother than this one to ride it on, or else you won't think it's a good bike. This is, I looked at James Stewart today, I'm like, what's bike and what's track here? And he's like, it's track. It's track. I got my kid here. Take your candy. Dads run sport coats and very nice, crisp dress shirts, and kids run Skittles. That's how we do it. My son actually helped out on the podium a little bit today. What did you actually do? Did you hand anybody a trophy, or you just put them on the stage?
No, I put them on the stage.
Okay, so you're not a trophy guy.
No.
Not like that. Okay. I don't have a lot post-race here.
I opened the champagne wrapping.
Like the foil off the top?
Yeah.
Okay. But you didn't get to pop it.
No.
You gotta earn those. They don't just hand those out. You know, you don't want the kids to get spoiled. So I wish I would have a bunch of post-race rider interviews here, but you can watch our Twisted Tea best post-race show ever, and we'll have rider interviews from that. Look, man, I said it after High Point 2024. I said it after High Point 2025. And we are definitely saying it after Southwick 2025. There are a lot of great riders out there. Hopefully Chase Sexton's back next weekend and in the mix. And Eli Tomac is still awesome and great. Hunter Lawrence. I mean, this is really probably one of the all-time great grinder guy that maybe wasn't destined to be this good, making himself this good story ever. For how good Hunter Lawrence is right now. I mean, this is not a dude who is lighting it up in MX2 in the GPs, and to get to the point where on a 450 he's tracking down and passing Eli Tomac, that would be an incredible blue-collar grinder success story. But it's not, because everyone just compares Hunter to Jett, and he's just always the second best Lawrence. It's really not fair. If you judge him by his own merits, which we don't, you'd be like, I cannot believe Hunter Lawrence has made himself this good. But even with all those stories and all those guys, we're just on a Jett and Deegs collision course. We just are, man. And now they're matching each other stride for stride of the motos. And as always, I try not to put my opinion in it. I go to the opinion of people who are smarter than me. And I asked James Stewart, I'm like, dude, in 04, when you were winning every moto on the 125, were you thinking about the 125, or were you thinking about Ricky Carmichael, who was doing the same thing in the 250 class? And he's like, oh yeah. I was looking at lap times. I was totally thinking about RC. You got to do something to keep yourself motivated. So that's the inevitable collision course. And look, this 450 motocross season started. We said it was going to be, you know, the most unpredictable or hard to predict season ever, with so many riders coming back from injury. Jett won immediately. These races have been close up until now. Now he's really good on sand. So maybe that's why he had a bigger gap today than he has at the other rounds. But there's also the possibility that, again, he was coming back from ACL surgery. Another weekend off, 5 races in, 6 total weekends. Maybe he's just actually getting better and better, and maybe he's gonna vanquish everyone. Now it could change. Maybe it's a sand thing. Jorge Prado, signs of life. But all the post-race reaction I've heard from people who have talked to Prado is that he just thought the sand made him better today because he's a sand guy. Prado moved to the sand of Belgium and all that when he was 12. I don't think he was as happy as you would think. He still has race-winning podium championship level standards. Showing some speed but not finishing on the podium, Prado's not pumped. But anyway, I still feel like it was a step forward. Maybe at Red Bud Tomac's better. Maybe at Red Bud Sexton's back and he's good. Maybe Jett doesn't do what he did this weekend, next weekend, but there's also a chance that he's going to, and we might just be in that zone. I hope I'm proven wrong, because of course we want to have more riders up there every week that can win races. Anyway, it was a long day today at Southwick. It was good to see the locals here. It didn't quite turn out, even with the 450B practice. It was really fun to watch Jason Brooks go out there and just absolutely hammer the very first lap. It was also fun to see the mechanics have their own battle to see who could first come, first serve. Is where they get waved off in the first practices of the day. And Duff Life, the mechanic for Deegan, was told under no circumstances are you to be second. You have to be the first one down there. He thought they were going to start from the gate in the first practice. He rolled to the starting gate, saw 3 other bikes moving in to the area 10 feet in front of that. That's where practice was going to start. He panicked. He had someone flip the gate forward. He got in there third. That was actually like some of the closest racing of the day, the mechanics race, to see who could get out on the track first. But in the end, the track got so rough and so difficult that none of it really mattered. The 2 best riders won, and they won bigger than they have at any point this year. I gotta get my keys out of my pocket. We're gonna go have fun for the rest of the weekend. Thanks to Motorsport for backing the show. And hey, you have a good time?
Yeah.
Was it fun?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think next year when these 2 guys race each other?
I don't know. I feel like Jett's just gonna win.
It's not a bad vote. It's gonna be exciting to have it happen though.
Yeah.
I mean,
So at least someone will actually battle him.
is that not what most of the fans are actually thinking right now? Maybe we'll be wrong. Maybe it'll happen at Redbud. See you then.